Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 2, and following up from the video we did yesterday on milling targets, I wanted to talk a little bit about binos. I just want to make sure that I get this clarified with everybody. Not all binoculars have reticles in them, so I don't want you to run out, order one offline because you think all binoculars have reticles. This set of M24 has reticles. This is civilian binos. They do not have reticles. Most civilian binos do not have reticles in them. So before you order one, make sure you look at the details on them and make sure it's a mil scale reticle if that's what you're going to go with. Next thing we're going to talk about is scopes. So there's two different types of scopes. You got first focal plane scopes, and with those scopes you can use your mil hashes, dots, or your MOA lines through all the magnification. So 1 to whatever power you can mill your targets accurately in any power with a first focal plane scope, which is very nice. With a second focal plane scope, you cannot mill your targets accurately on all the powers. Generally, it is the max zoom, your max magnification, is where it's calibrated to. So if you're milling targets with a second focal plane scope and you're at 3 power and your scope goes up to 10 and you're milling them on 3, you won't get an accurate reading. Your math and your measurements will be all messed up. So make sure you figure out what your scope is, if it's a first or second focal plane, because that's going to be key to getting accurate information. Okay, we're going to roll over here and we're going to have a little quiz today over what we went over yesterday. So we got our formula up here of 25.4 times the object in inches divided by the object in mils is our distance in meters to the target. Okay, we went over this yesterday, so now let's see how you guys do with it, okay? So problem number 1, we're in our position, we're looking through our rifle scope, and we have a target that is standing next to a stop sign. And like we talked about, measuring common items in your area. So stop signs are different sizes in different places. You know, the size of the road dictates a lot of the size of the sign. So make sure you're measuring them as you're moving through your area. So I went through the area and I know that the stop signs on this road where I'm operating at is 34 inches and our target standing right next to it. So with this known measurement of 34 of my stop sign, you'll punch it in up here, object in inches. So 34 inches will go right here for our equation. And we look through the reticle and we mill the target at 0.9 mils. So then with the 0.9 mils, it'll come right here. That's that part of it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. 20 inches. Okay, we're looking through, we see a silhouette out there, you know, and we know that from shoulder to shoulder of the common, you know, male is 20 inches. So we're going to go shoulder to shoulder for 20 inches. We're going to punch that into our formula right here, object in inches. And with our reticle, we mill them at 1.8. So then we'll take our 1.8 and we'll punch it in right here. And that's going to give us our distance in meters, right? Okay, so those two were easy. I'm going to get y'all thinking a little bit with this one. So we're in our hide site and we're squared onto a building. We're straight onto the building. We're not at an angle or anything like that. We're straight with the building that we're looking at. And it has a door, 36-inch wide door, which we measured our doors in our area. You know, we know it's a standard door. So we got a 36-inch door and we mill the door at 1.2 mils. This is not our target. This is just, we have a known measurement on the door. Our target is 21 feet in front of that door. Okay? So we're going to try to find the distance to our target. Okay? So I want you guys to work all the math on this. Go ahead and put your answers down below in the comment section. You can cheat off, you know, off other people if you want, if you trust their math, but make sure you know how to do it. Go through it, plug it in. You know, this is half of it. The other half is actually getting the information yourself. We can't be there with you to do that, but we can at least check to make sure that you're inputting everything into the formula correctly. I will give all the answers in the next video to make sure that everybody's doing it right. These skills take a lot of practice and a lot of time. So don't get discouraged, just keep plugging away at them. Stay positive. I got a lot more coming at you. People have been asking for some ghillie suit videos, so we're going to do some construction on that. We're going to look at some commercial ones, some camouflaging, and we will slowly get into, the cool guy stuff, the stalking, setting up hide sites, veg blocks, and that sort of stuff. But we got to start at the basics. We got to start at the beginning. It doesn't matter if you can set up that cool hide site. If you don't know how far your target is or what to do when you get there, none of that matters. So we're starting at the beginning. It's going to be a slow process, and we're trying to take baby steps, trying to explain it. So if you got any questions, put them in the comment section. Get those answers down there, and we'll give you the answers at the next video. Thanks for watching.